Cristobal has made landfall. In fact, right at 5 o'clock, the National Hurricane Center declared landfall pretty close to Grand Isle, Louisiana, between Grand Isle and the mouth of the Mississippi River. Maximum wind 50 miles an hour, still gusting though as high as 65 to 70, and the motion is still to the north at 7 miles an hour. We're not done. It made landfall, but we're not done. We still have these bands of clouds that bring the rain and the thunderstorms inland. So tonight, conditions may actually deteriorate more than they've been for most of the day, and that will continue into tomorrow morning. Whatever Cristobal becomes as it weakens, goes west to the north-northwest, heading into north central Louisiana by tomorrow afternoon, weakening as a rainmaker, remnants going far to the north. But even during the day tomorrow, we still have some concerns, and those concerns include the possibility of isolated tornadoes, the possibility of enough rainfall to tip things over the edge in terms of you may be right at the border of seeing a flood or not. Rivers are going to be rising, and even the surge flooding will still be up tomorrow near high tide. Winds, highest winds, they'll be near the coast tonight and especially farther to the west. Here's the current radar, the broader perspective. You can make out the center of the circulation south of New Orleans, but notice the heaviest rain is north of it, northeast of it, and east of it. So the radar doesn't show you what's going on farther to the south, and that's why we still have to watch for the rain that is coming. Now, the tornado watch we were under, that has been allowed to expire. It's not to say there is no possibility of a tornado, but tornado threat right now looks fairly low, but still heavy rain moving into the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So west central Jackson County, Harrison counties now under a flash flood warning for the next 2 hours due to the amount of rain that has already fallen. And notice again, there's a lot more where it came from, and you can see which way it's pointing. Our inland counties, inland communities along Highway 84, scattered showers and thunderstorms in a weaker band, but we'll watch these. Literally, we track this kind of weather. Here's some of the rainfall totals so far. Gulfport, Mississippi has seen over 4 inches. Even in West Mobile, parts of that area saw 3 to 4 inches of rain earlier today. So the heaviest amounts have been near the coast. Inland counties and communities, you've seen an inch or 2. We're still under a tropical storm warning for the winds that could still be over 40 miles an hour. Again, it made landfall, but we have a straight path for the wind coming out of the Gulf tonight. Still the threat of flooding, whether it's a quick flood or a slow flood, flash flooding or river flooding, also scenarios, and the additional rain we're going to get from this point all the way through Monday night into Tuesday. Heaviest amounts still to the west, 5-6 inches into Hancock County, Mississippi, right on the Alabama-Mississippi state line. Still another 2 to 3 to maybe 4 inches of rain. And then more to the east of that, you're less likely to see more than, say, a couple inches. So this evening and tonight, this is the outline for the risk of a severe thunderstorm, meaning possibility of a tornado. We still have a slight risk. Baldwin County to the west and northwest. And then during the day tomorrow, even our inland counties will still have a slight risk. Northern Washington County, northern Greene County, the dark green, still a marginal risk of seeing an isolated tornado. Stay updated. The winds east to southeast right now, moderate inland, really strong near the coast, which is where they will stay the strongest. And the picture, the live view from Gulf Shores, clearly shows what winds of 40 miles an hour do to the Gulf of Mexico. They make it deadly. They make it dangerous. 78 degrees right now at Gulf Shores, and this is what the tides are going to do. We had a high tide mid-afternoon today. We are approaching low tide tonight, right after midnight, at around 1 a.m., and then the next high tide tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. So keep that in mind when you look at what the winds are doing. By midnight, a steady south wind. Winds still about 30 to 40 miles an hour along the coast. Early in the morning after sunrise, still winds of 25 miles an hour along the I-10 corridor. They will gust even more. And through the day tomorrow, the winds will be just like they were today. It's not going to rapidly die down. And that means trees are going to be stressed. That long wooden fence with the rotted posts is going to be stressed. And that south wind will begin to start pushing things over, including pushing water over the barrier at the causeway mid-afternoon tomorrow. Here's the forecast radar. More rain tonight. Off and on, it's going to come in bands. By midnight, still periods of rain, thunderstorms, isolated tornadoes, still a possibility. And we'll be here tracking this all the way through the night into tomorrow. As we start tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., the heaviest rain shifts mainly to the west. Not to say we won't have any here. And then midday tomorrow, the same story. And if you haven't really processed this, the drought we were in, it ends tomorrow, pretty much. So here's what we deal with tonight. Watch out for the high wind at the coast and the threat of storm surge in rivers and bays where you haven't yet seen it. Here's your 7-day tracker. 80 to 90% rain coverage tomorrow, tapering on Tuesday, moving out on Wednesday. Look forward to Thursday and Friday, sunshine, and we will dry out.